Hey there, friend. If you're here today, you might feel stuck, frustrated, or tired. You've been trying to overcome something that's holding you back, whether that's addiction, alcoholism, or any struggle. You tell yourself, anything I try will until it doesn't. You start strong, motivated, and convinced this time will be different. But then it breaks down, and you feel like you've failed again. I want to say this first. You are not alone. You are not broken beyond repair. Whether you're a believer or not sure about God, I hope you'll stick with me for the next few minutes. I promise you, there's hope for you. Number 1. The struggle is real, even in Scripture. Let's start with a reality check. Your struggle is accurate, and it's not just you. Even the Apostle Paul, one of the most outstanding Christian leaders, openly admitted his struggles. He says in Romans 7 verses 18 to 19, "For I know that good itself does not dwell in me, that is, in my sinful nature. I desire to do what is good, but I cannot do it. For I do not do the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing." Paul gets it. He tried and he struggled. Sound familiar? So here's the first truth. Your willpower alone is not enough. And that's okay. Willpower will work until it doesn't. Why? Because this isn't just a physical battle. It's also a spiritual one. Number 2. The limits of willpower. When you're saying, "I just need to try harder," you're placing the burden on yourself. But let's be honest. If trying harder always worked, you wouldn't be here, right? Alcohol, addiction, sin. These things grip us tighter than we expect. They exploit our weaknesses. Here's where the Bible gives us something powerful. In 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, Paul reminds us of God's words. "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Let that sink in. God's strength is made perfect, not in your success, but in your weakness. Your will may falter. God's power won't. Number 3. Turning to God beyond trying harder. At this point, you might be thinking, "I'm not sure I believe in God," or "I've failed Him too many times." Listen to me. God already knows your struggle, and He's not waiting for you to get it all together. He's waiting for you to come to Him as you are. Jesus says in Matthew 11 verse 28, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest. No shame, no judgment, just rest. Friend, when you're tired of trying until it doesn't, lean into God's strength. He's offering a way forward, one step at a time. If you don't know where to start, start here. God, I can't do this alone. I need you. That's it. Simple, honest, and powerful. Number 4. For the journey ahead. Overcoming addiction or any struggle is not instant. It's a process. You'll have victories and you'll stumble. But when you surrender the burden to God, you're no longer fighting alone. Philippians 4 verse 13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength," not by my strength, not by your willpower, but by Christ's strength. And for anyone listening who isn't sure about faith, know this. You're not excluded from hope. Even taking one step toward asking, "What if God can help me?" is a step toward freedom because He can. Let me leave you with this. Your trying will fail you, but God won't. When you can't, He can. Lean into Him. Ask for His help, and take it one day, one moment, at a time. You are not alone. You are not beyond hope. And I'm rooting for you. If this encouraged you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you need prayer, drop a comment below. I'm here for you. Romans 8 verse 37, "In all these things, we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us."